3 grains. You will love them.
To make my Swedish pancakes recipe, you'll need oatmeal, coarse ground rye flour, coarse ground white flour, 2 eggs, a 100 milliliter scoop, water, milk, butter, and honey. Start with half a scoop of oatmeal. Then use half a scoop of the coarse ground rye flour. Then you'll want to make 1 full heaping scoop of the coarse ground white flour. I use a scoop because it's easier for me. I find a measuring cup to be tedious. Add 2 eggs. We picked up these large brown ones at a local farmer's market. Moving on, we'll have 2 scoops of whole milk. Whole milk works much better in recipes than skim milk does. I like to whisk it together before adding the 2 scoops of water. And then I whisk it together again after adding the water. Let the batter stand for about 10 minutes before using it in the frying pans. While the batter is resting, make your butter and honey combination. Use equal portions. This tastes much better on pancakes than any imitation maple syrup. I use heavy cast iron frying pans, but you don't have to. Even if you use Teflon though, you should use some cooking oil. It helps a lot with the texture of the pancakes. I use 1 ladle of batter and then shake it to the edges. Just by chance, my ladle is also 100 milliliters. If yours is not, then just go ahead and use the scoop you used for measuring the ingredients. Cooking time is 2 to 3 minutes per side. The cloudiness will disappear when it's time to flip. I like to warm the honey butter right there on the stove next to the hot frying pans, but you may prefer using a microwave. Set it on low for about a minute. Time to flip. You're going to want to cook it about 2 minutes more on the other side. I know this may seem like a long time for pancakes at almost 5 minutes per pancake, but if you try to hurry it by turning up the stove, you'll only burn the pancakes. When the pancakes are done, put them out onto some large plates. I keep mine warm by putting them on the stove next to where I'm cooking. You'll want to add a little butter and then roll them up. This recipe makes 6 pancakes, enough for 2 adults. Make sure your honey and butter is all melted together and you're ready to go. I only make my Swedish pancakes once a week, so I really go for it with the toppings. I start with a couple of scoops of vanilla ice cream on each one. I move on to a little bit of Lingen preserves, and then I top it all off with that honey butter, melted and delicious. You will really enjoy this treat. Here it is,